Hello everybody, a random guy on the internet here, and today I want to talk about my 4-year plan and how it ties into my goal of becoming financially free within the next 10 years. So when I say financially free, what I mean is having the ability to quit my job without immediately worrying about finding another one, or just being able to work fewer hours, maybe travel a bit more, and spend time doing things that I actually enjoy. Maybe not. Okay, sorry for that weird ass intro. I tried holding my mic without the what do you call that? The pop filter thingy, and no, I I'm going back to the pop filter one. All right, it's back to the video. All right, so financial freedom is when I know I have a large enough portfolio that earns more than what I make in order to live a comfortable life, and that is what I would say financial freedom is. And my plan to earn financial freedom is really simple. So it's just one strategy, I think. I don't think I've put in 3 strategies in one. I don't know. I've written this script fully caffeinated. Whatever. So my plan is to basically just aggressively invest a butt ton of money over the course of the next 10 years. How, you may ask? Well, that starts with consistently putting around 50 to 90% of my paycheck into investments and letting time do its thing. When I mean time, I mean compounding interest. Compounding interest or compound interest? I don't know which one is which. They're the same probably. Ideally, I'd really love to hit around $1 million by then after the 10 years, but we'll have to see how realistic that ends up being. Right now, I'm roughly putting around $4,000 a month into investments, mainly into 3 ETFs. VTI? I have an accent. VDI, VB, and QQM. Sometimes I put money into SCHD when I have extra cash lying around, but it's not that much. I probably put $100 per month on SCHD. And if you don't know what SCHD is, it's basically a dividend-focused ETF. And the 3 ETFs that I mentioned earlier, those are what I call growth ETFs. So their main purpose is to grow the money that I'm putting in, while dividend-focused ETFs such as SCHD focuses on giving you a passive income. So a stream of passive income that comes every quarter, I think. And it's not really the stocks growing, rather it's the company paying you an amount of money for you holding their stocks. So that's what dividend is. I think that's how it is. That's why I'm not putting as much in SCHD, unlike VDI, VB, and QQM, since I'm 19 and I'd rather focus on putting my money on growth ETFs rather than dividends, as dividends grows less than growth ETFs, but it is less volatile than ETFs. What does that mean? That means it is less prone to crashes as the growth ETFs. I think. I just know that dividend focused ETFs are more stable compared to their growth ETF counterparts. So I'm hoping that the combination of VTI, VB, and QQM will be strong enough to get me close to that $1 million mark within 10 years. That said, I don't fully expect to hit $1 million in that time frame. Honestly, I'd still be very happy if I reach 250k by the end of 10 years and maybe aim to retire around the age of 40 instead of 59, 60. No offense to people trying to retire at that age, but I just don't want to work. I think all of us can share that sentiment. I don't want to work, bro. Well, we'll see how far I can push myself. This is obviously a very aggressive strategy, but I'm okay with that right now, as my current lifestyle at the moment is very simple. I'm not really into traveling a lot or buying fancy things like expensive cars or clothes. Well, I am aiming to buy a car sometime soon, but I'm not set into it yet, so we'll see. And, going out isn't really my thing either. I have a motorcycle for that and it's quite cheap, So at the moment, I'm satisfied just making videos, working, studying for college or studying in college, and of course riding my motorcycle to work. Also, you guys know how the internet says or loves to say, oh, the 9 to 5 sucks. Start a business, escape the matrix, do dropshipping. And I'm just like, I'm over here and I say, like, I love that for you, but I'm gonna do my 9 to 5 happily with a smile on my face because, you know, it's a stable month to month paycheck rather than a business that's quite unstable if you're not, you know, smart. And I'm not really that confident in starting a business. Like, starting a business is great, and I am aiming to go some sort of business route very soon. However, I am not focused on that alone, you know? Like, I'm not purely focusing on trying to make a business. I plan on exposing myself as much as possible through all possible streams of income. So not just a business. Oh, fuck. Dude, my nose is scratchy right now. What the hell? I think I'm gonna cut my nose. I'm gonna do a nose job or something. This thing is itchy. What the frick? Bro, I wash this nose goddamn every day. Twice. Okay, you guys don't need to know that. Anyways, where am I? What was I talking about again? Oh yeah. Streams of income. So back to stating where I plan on exposing myself as much as possible through a lot of streams of income. What I mean about that is my full-time job, my YouTube channel, my art, college. Like, these are all ways of me getting income. Like, YouTube can give me money. My art, I can use that as talent. I can go freelancing. College provide me more skills in which I can put out in my resume, which can get me a higher paying job. There's a lot of ways to increase my income, not just a business, not just drop shipping. I've got a lot in my plate, but at least I'm not dependent on just, you know, one thing to push. Well, not in the long term. Because right now, I'm still dependent on my 9 to 5 for income, which I would say it's not a bad thing. I mean, yeah, I'm lucky enough to have a 9 to 5 at my age, which pays really well with a small amount of experience that I have. But I do want to have other streams of income as soon as I can to make sure I can grow them as early as possible. Since trying to get other streams of income, especially passive income, is going to it's going to take me a while, which is not a problem. The problem is once I have those streams of income, I have to make sure I can keep them. And of course, grow them, which comes with time. And time is something I have in abundance right now, which I will take advantage of as much as possible. For example, this YouTube channel. Although I'm absolutely shit at making these videos, as you can tell, I know that down the line, I'll be able to make some decent videos as my experience grows through time and in consistently making them. Also, I find comments talking about my videos really helpful. For example, comments about my thumbnail, my speech, and other aspects of these videos actually do help me a lot. And I'm only able to get them if I consistently upload the videos and people see my videos. And for those who have given me suggestions and feedback, thanks. Also to those like who support me through their comments, thanks. Like, I love your comments. It keeps me going on this like 4-year journey plan, even though I'm cringing at most of my videos. So yeah, keep stroking my ego. I love it. So although I'm not making any good videos, I know I can learn from them and grow to become better, and hopefully down the line, make money out of this. I think that goes with everything else, you know, college, arts, streams of income, just putting in the time on something and being consistent with it makes you better. So just keep on consistently putting in the hours of like trying to make money, and well, you know, you'll probably hit it one day. So aside from like other streams of income, aggressive saving works for me because of how simple my lifestyle is. And on top of that, I'm always looking for ways to make a bit more money and to speed things up in my investment life, as I'm trying to explore the possibility of finding a remote job that I can do from home to get like extra income. I'm trying to get as much overtime from my job as possible, as I am an hourly worker, and I am trying to get a promotion for more money to invest. So yeah, that's my plan on how I'm trying to gain financial freedom. I hope you guys find this helpful, and I hope to see you guys are also fighting to get your financial freedom for yourself. All right, that's it for me. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.